Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever noticed how Jimin from BTS is literally dominating two giant industries at the same time? Music and fashion. I mean, there are tons of celebrities who try to break into the fashion world, but how many actually succeed at a level that matches their main career? Very few. And Jimin is one of those rare examples who doesn't just succeed, but is literally becoming a major force in both industries. So in today's video, we're going to deep dive into Jimin's journey and uncover how he's doing this seemingly impossible feat. Trust me, there are so many lessons we can learn from his strategy and approach. So if you're curious, stick around until the end. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Okay guys, let's start from the beginning. Jimin's foundation began with something absolutely fundamental: exceptional talent and unwavering dedication. You have to remember, Jimin wasn't born with instant fame. He went through years of intense training as a big-hit entertainment trainee. And I'm talking about brutal training schedules here, vocal lessons, dance practices until late at night, physical conditioning, everything. But what made Jimin different was that he didn't just go through the motions. He approached training with a completely different mindset. Every practice session was an opportunity to improve. Every piece of feedback was a chance to grow. And this work ethic, guys, this is the cornerstone of everything he would achieve later. When BTS finally debuted, Jimin already had a solid foundation, not just in skills, but also in the mentality required for long-term success. And guess what? BTS became a global phenomenon. But here's where things get really interesting. Most idols in Jimin's position would just ride the wave, enjoy the fame, stick to what's already proven successful. But not Jimin. He saw beyond the immediate success. He recognized that there were opportunities to expand his influence, to create something bigger, to leave a lasting impact that extends beyond just music. The fashion industry at that time was undergoing massive transformation. Traditional luxury brands that were usually super exclusive and elitist suddenly realized they needed to connect with younger, more diverse, global audiences. Social media had changed the game completely. And Jimin, with his unique combination of sophistication, authenticity, and massive global appeal, was literally the perfect person for this new era of fashion. But here's the thing, guys. Jimin didn't just randomly decide, oh, I'm gonna do fashion now. No. He approached fashion with the same seriousness as he approached his music career. He studied fashion, learned about different designers, understood various styles, appreciated the craftsmanship behind pieces. When he attended Paris Fashion Week or appeared in Dior campaigns, you could tell he was genuinely passionate about fashion as an art form. And this authentic passion? Game changer. Designers and fashion insiders could sense it immediately. They've seen countless celebrities who just show up for photos and paychecks. But Jimin was different. He engaged in conversations about design, asked thoughtful questions, showed genuine interest. And you know what? Respect in the fashion industry isn't given, it's earned. And Jimin earned it through his authentic appreciation and willingness to learn. Now let's talk about strategic partnerships, because this is crucial. Jimin's collaboration with Dior wasn't some random sponsorship deal. Dior, one of the most prestigious luxury houses in the world, is extremely selective about their brand ambassadors. They don't just look at follower counts or popularity. They look for alignment, for values that match, for someone who embodies what the brand represents. And they found all of that in Jimin. Elegance, innovation, timelessness, global appeal, everything Dior stands for aligned perfectly with Jimin's image and persona. This partnership was absolute genius because it was mutually beneficial in the best possible way. Jimin brought massive visibility, connection to younger demographics, and fresh energy. Dior gave Jimin positioning among fashion elite, elevated his status, and opened doors to exclusive fashion circles. But guys, here comes the really challenging part. How do you maintain excellence in two industries that are both incredibly demanding? Think about it. The music industry requires constant creativity. You're touring globally, recording new material, practicing choreography, promoting releases. The fashion industry demands attending shows in different countries, doing photo shoots, planning campaigns, maintaining your image, staying on top of trends. Most people who try this end up spreading themselves too thin. Their music suffers, or their fashion presence becomes inconsistent. But somehow, Jimin manages to deliver outstanding results in both fields simultaneously. His music releases still break records, his performances are still breathtaking, and his fashion appearances consistently generate massive buzz and influence trends globally. How? Time management, prioritization, and having an incredible team behind him. Social media strategy also played a massive role in Jimin's dual dominance. He understands perfectly that in the modern era, your digital presence is just as important as traditional media. Every Instagram post, every Twitter update, every behind-the-scenes content is carefully curated but still authentic. He shares recording sessions, tour moments, fashion looks, creating this continuous narrative that keeps fans engaged 24/7. And this engagement isn't superficial. Jimin creates genuine connections with fans. They feel like they're part of his journey, whether it's a new music release or a fashion campaign. This emotional investment translates to incredible support across all his endeavors. When Jimin drops new music, fans stream it religiously. When he wears something, it sells out instantly. This is the power of authentic engagement. Now let's talk about something that's absolutely crucial: authenticity. Guys, we live in an era where people can smell fake from miles away. Audiences are increasingly skeptical about manufactured personas and obvious commercial moves. And Jimin's genuineness in everything he does is what truly sets him apart. When he talks about music, you feel his passion. When he discusses fashion, you see his appreciation. He doesn't endorse things he doesn't believe in or pretend to like things for money. This authenticity creates trust, and trust is the foundation of lasting influence. ARMY doesn't just admire Jimin, they trust him. They believe in his judgment, they follow his recommendations, and they support his choices. The cultural impact that Jimin has created is absolutely massive. In the music industry, he and BTS literally broke down barriers for Korean artists in the global market. They proved that language isn't a barrier when artistry is genuine, that you don't need to conform to Western standards to achieve worldwide success. In the fashion industry, Jimin is challenging traditional notions about masculinity and beauty standards. His willingness to experiment with different styles, wear pieces that are traditionally considered feminine, and push boundaries inspires millions of people globally to express themselves more freely through fashion. He's showing people that fashion is about self-expression, not about conforming to rigid gender norms. The business acumen behind Jimin's success also shouldn't be underestimated. Behind all the glamour and artistry, there's careful planning, strategic decision-making, and smart negotiations happening. Choosing the right partnerships, timing announcements properly, understanding market dynamics, managing brand value carefully. These aren't things that happen by luck. Jimin is selective with opportunities. He doesn't say yes to everything that comes his way. Every collaboration, every project is carefully evaluated to ensure it aligns with his values and contributes positively to his overall brand. This selectivity maintains his exclusivity and prevents brand dilution that often happens when celebrities do too much. We also need to talk about the physical and mental stamina required for what Jimin does. Guys, the schedule he maintains is absolutely brutal. Constant traveling, performing, recording, attending events, photo shoots, the pressure to deliver perfection every single time, public scrutiny analyzing every move. This would break most people. But Jimin's resilience is incredible. He's developed coping mechanisms, built strong support systems, and practices self-care that allows him to sustain this intense pace. And you know what I really appreciate? His openness about struggles with self-confidence and pressure. This vulnerability makes him relatable, humanizes him, and creates even deeper connections with fans. The collaborative spirit that Jimin brings to every project is also crucial to his success. Whether it's working with BTS members, producers, and choreographers in music, or collaborating with designers, stylists, and photographers in fashion, he approaches everything with humility and respect. He doesn't walk into rooms with ego or act like he knows everything. Instead, he shows willingness to learn, respects other people's expertise, and values their contributions. This attitude makes people genuinely want to work with him, leading to better creative results and more opportunities coming his way. Innovation and risk-taking set Jimin apart from so many other artists. He's not content with playing it safe or just repeating formulas that are already successful. Whether it's experimental sounds in music or avant-garde fashion choices, he's constantly pushing boundaries and trying new things. Sure, not every risk pays off perfectly, but the willingness to take them keeps his work fresh, exciting, and ahead of trends. Industry leaders notice this boldness and appreciate it, often leading to offers for groundbreaking projects that others wouldn't get. The global perspective that Jimin possesses is another major advantage. He understands nuances from different markets, appreciates diverse cultures, and knows how to connect with people from various backgrounds worldwide. This global mindset informs his artistic choices, fashion selections, and public interactions. He doesn't just focus on the Korean market or even the Asian market. From the beginning, he thought globally, creating content and an image that resonates across continents. This is why his influence spans from Seoul to New York, from Tokyo to Paris, from Sao Paulo to London. The timing of career moves shows strategic brilliance. Solo releases are strategically timed to maximize impact without overshadowing group activities. Fashion appearances are coordinated with major events or releases. Public appearances are carefully scheduled to maintain visibility without overexposure. This balance is incredibly difficult to achieve, but Jimin and his team execute it consistently. The educational aspect that Jimin brings shouldn't be overlooked either. Through his work, he's actually educating audiences about artistry, craftsmanship, and the dedication required for excellence. Fans learn about music production processes, performance art, fashion design, and creative workflows. This creates more informed and appreciative audiences who support the arts more broadly, not just him specifically. The economic impact Jimin generates is absolutely staggering. We're talking hundreds of millions, possibly billions of dollars across both industries. Music sales, streaming revenues, concert tickets, merchandise on the music side. Fashion sales spikes, brand value increases, marketing exposure on the fashion side. This economic power gives him tremendous leverage and influence that becomes self-reinforcing. The legacy Jimin is building will last way beyond his active career years. He's creating a template for future generations about how to successfully navigate multiple industries, showing young artists that with the right approach, dedication, and authenticity, you can achieve excellence in different fields without compromising either one. The adaptability Jimin demonstrates is crucial for longevity. Both music and fashion are constantly evolving industries. Trends change overnight, technologies advance rapidly, consumer preferences shift constantly. Jimin shows remarkable ability to adapt without losing his core identity. He embraces new platforms, experiments with new sounds, tries different fashion styles, all while remaining authentically Jimin. Mental and emotional intelligence in handling complex situations is impressive. Dealing with criticism constructively, managing professional relationships, understanding industry politics, responding to controversies gracefully. These all require serious sophistication and maturity that Jimin consistently displays. And guys, ultimately, I think genuine love for both crafts is the real secret behind Jimin's sustained success. It's not just about fame or money. You can literally see in his eyes when he performs, in his smile when he talks about music, in his enthusiasm when he discusses fashion pieces, that he truly, deeply loves what he does. This passion is infectious. It inspires others, creates positive energy that permeates everything he touches. Jimin isn't trying to conquer two industries for the sake of it. He's simply pursuing his passions with full commitment, and success naturally follows from that authentic dedication. So guys, That's how Jimin became a major force in both the music and fashion industries. It's a combination of exceptional talent, strategic thinking, hard work, authenticity, perfect timing, and genuine passion. He isn't just succeeding, he's literally redefining what's possible, inspiring an entire generation, and leaving a permanent mark on both worlds. What do you guys think? Are there lessons from Jimin's approach that we can apply in our own lives? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. And if you have other topics you want us to cover, let me know. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.